Welcome back to Travel Time Stories. I'm Shannon, your host from Texas, and I'm joined by my fabulous co host and best friend, Anne.
Hey,
Today, we're diving into our recent 14-day cruise aboard the Carnival Dream, a journey packed with 7 tropical ports, sunshine, unexpected moments, and a few things that surprised us along the way.
hey everyone, we've got a lot to unpack from Key West to St. Croix and everything in between. So, have your favorite beverage and let's get into it.
So, before we start sipping on our virtual pina coladas, let's rewind to day one, embarkation. Was it smooth sailing or a rocky start? We'll find out.
I don't think it was bad.
I don't think it was bad either. I actually thought embarkation was very smooth.
Yeah, I did too. I was impressed.
Yeah,
We breezed
we
right on in and it was great.
exactly. We did get to the port early,
Yes,
which we plan to do that because we like to be there early. And even if we have to wait a little bit, just we'd rather be there and know we're ready to go.
exactly.
So once it was our boarding time, like we breezed right in and through, there was literally really no line.
No, not at all. And it was moving, what little bit there was moving quick. We were quick walking. It wasn't a slow walk. So, we got right on the ship. It was awesome.
Yeah, exactly. The only hiccup at embarkation was on our fault entirely. We had a couple of Pepsis, bottled Pepsis in our backpacks that we had been sipping on while we were waiting outside. We didn't even think we went in with them in our bag,
Yeah.
and you are not allowed to have plastic bottles. So we did get
Yeah.
those taken away from us, and that was totally fine. We
Yeah.
understood that was on us.
We apologize. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It had been a while since we'd been on the Carnival Dream. So, what was your first impressions of the ship when we got on board, Sissy?
Well, it's one of my favorite. It's just a mid-sized ship. I love the layout. To me, a very comfortable ship. When I got on, it was like, hey, old friend, here we are. Back to see you. Enjoyed it immensely. I did think that the quality of the food had gone down. I was a little disappointed in that.
We'll get into that in a bit
Yeah.
here, more in detail on that part.
I was really pleased to be back in the dream.
I was too. Walking back, as soon as we got on board, it was like, oh, I knew where everything was.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't the usual of trying to figure out where to go, where everything was. We already knew.
Yeah. It was awesome. I did love that part of it. Right to our stateroom and just, it was truly nice.
Speaking of our stateroom, I was really impressed by our room. I loved it. I was glad that you upgraded us to the spa room.
It was worth
It was worth it. Yeah.
it.
Very comfortable. We had plenty of space. I didn't feel cramped at all.
No, me either. I thought it was really a comfortable room. I was really pleased whenever we got there and see our room.
Me too. And we want to make sure that we mention that we had a welcome gift waiting on us in our room when we got there. Chocolate covered strawberries, compliments of Lambkin Travel.
Exactly. Just a quick shot. Okay. This is a picture of our room. As you can see, super comfy little room. And yeah, we really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. What was your take on the vibe of the passengers and the crew for embarkation day? Not overall, but just on embarkation day.
I thought everybody was pretty easy going as far as getting on the ship. Yeah. What did you think?
Yeah, I did too. I thought the crew was all pumped up and excited per usual. That was great. The vibe of the passengers on embarkation day, everybody seemed super excited
For
and
sure.
ready to be there. Thank God I didn't have to worry about any scooties running over me. So that was a plus.
Mel has a foot injury from that guy. It is no joke. Her foot swells up, turns blue, purple. Yeah, it's really bad. She's going to have that for life.
Unfortunately, yes, I probably
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
So now that we've settled in, let's hop off the ship and explore from Key West Quirky Charm to St. Croix Surprises. Grab your flip flops because we are hitting the ports now. So our first stop was Key West.
Yeah. It was awesome. I really enjoyed that. Key West has always been on my bucket list. I've heard so much about it. So I was really excited that we go there. I loved
Yeah,
it.
I will have to say Key West is a very walkable port.
Yes.
You get off the ship and you're right there at town. So
Yeah.
it's not a far walk at all. Every place in the town is easy to get to by walking. So you don't need to rent a golf cart or anything like that unless you just absolutely want to.
Yeah. I know a lot of people rented bikes.
Yeah.
So,
I think
yeah.
the popular things to rent there, it seemed, were the bicycles and the golf carts. There were a lot of people that
Yes.
had rented the golf carts too.
Yeah.
We didn't. We chose to walk, which in hindsight now, with the heat, may not have been a great choice.
Yeah. We were looking at the golf carts as they were cruising by. We were like, what were we thinking? It's so hot. It was the
Exactly.
heat like I never felt before. Just
Yeah, I thought Texas was hot, but no.
real different.
Since it's literally an island,
Yeah.
like the heat, the humidity was off the charts. I literally felt like I was dying at times. It was hard to breathe.
Yeah. The air was really thick and humid.
Hmm.
Crazy.
But the town's very charming. So many cute shops and lots of bars and great places to get food. The first place we went to was the Audubon House and Botanic Gardens.
Yes. It was beautiful. Lots of really cool flowers. It's very tropical there, of course. And I live in the middle of the United States. So for me, it was a big treat to see a lot of big plants that I actually paid for at the store. And there they are growing in the wild. I was like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. Got some great pictures. The gentleman that was there was so sweet. He told us lots of interesting history about it and just basically turned us loose in the garden. It was really nice.
Yeah, and Anne found a chicken hiding in the garden.
Yes. Saw something moving in the bushes. I'm like, the heck is that? So I'm looking and sure enough, it's a chicken and she's down there laying her egg. I'm like, oh. They're a big thing there, very protected. And yeah, there's quite a few of them, I would say.
There's chickens running around everywhere there. It's
Yeah.
like you said, they're a protected animal there. They have definitely multiplied.
Yes.
We walked down to the marina and there
Mhm.
were so many gorgeous, beautiful yachts
Oh
out
my God.
there. It was amazing.
Yeah. Some of those, well, they're not boat, but they're boat. Some of them were just in the sea. It's fun. Go and look at them.
Fantasy Fest was going on while we were there. So
Hmm.
we saw lots of amazing
Yeah.
costumes, people all dressed up.
We were actually really lucky to be there at the very start of it. If you've ever been, you know how crowded and crazy it gets there, especially later in the evening it gets. So we were there at the beginning. So we saw like people coming out in their costumes and walking down the street. There's really amazing stuff. I
Yeah,
wish
I
we could
felt,
stay longer.
yeah, it would have been nice to have been there at nighttime when
Evening.
everything
Yeah.
was, yeah, you
Yeah.
know.
I agree. Yeah.
I felt bad for them in their costumes though, because I know
Oh,
they had to be dying. It was so hot.
yeah. And some of them were really heavy. Like I saw these two ladies in these bird costumes, I guess. But they were really heavy, thick costumes, tons of feathers, a bird body sticking out. And I'm thinking, they've got to be roasting. They had little hats on. And yeah, it's so hot. I feel like
Exactly. I did too. We went and had lunch while we were there at Island Dogs Bar.
oh, yeah.
We each got something different and then we shared. So I ordered the Island Dog, which is a bacon wrapped hot dog topped with mango, pineapple, banana peppers, red onion, and sweet chili sauce. And let me tell you, it was chef's kiss.
That was so good. That was the best hot dog I've ever had. Thank you, Island Dogs, for that great experience. Great service too. Just really nice people there. I ordered the egg roll trio. However, one egg roll was stuffed with like Philly cheese, steak, all that good stuff. One egg roll was the Cuban egg rolls, or the pickles, like cheese. And the other one was, what was the other one? Sis?
Buffalo chicken.
Yeah, buffalo chicken. You can tell which you two I was impressed with. First, yeah, those, it was bad. I mean, to this day, sometimes at night, like right now, having my little drink, I can go for an order of those egg rolls. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yes.
Um, I know your favorite was the Cuban. My favorite was the buffalo chicken, though. But yes, all three were delicious.
Yes. I have a softness for that Cuban. Yeah, I love that too.
I love the Cuban sandwich. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. Then we also stopped in at a place called the Baklava and had Turkish ice cream.
Oh my gosh, guys. This is like our ice cream. I don't know how they make this, but it was so creamy and so rich. Yeah, it was fabulous. I got chocolate, and it was just all I could do to finish it, literally. And I'm an ice cream piggy, so normally can finish a whole big bowl.
Yeah, it was the best ice cream I've ever had. I
Okay.
need to find out how they make it because, yeah, like you said, it was so super creamy,
Oh,
very rich in flavor,
so rich.
and it was thick too.
Yes, super
So,
thick.
yeah,
Consistency that was frozen. I don't know.
it's amazing. So,
Oh,
yeah, if you're in
yeah,
Key West, go by the baklava and try some Turkish ice
yeah.
cream.
It's worth your time.
Yeah.
I just wanted something to cool down with.
Yeah, we were so hot, and eating that ice cream saved us. It really cooled us
Yeah,
down so we could continue walking around.
yeah, definitely.
Then we also stopped into the Key West Legal Rum Distillery, and this was amazing. They gave us a sample of their pina colada. And let me tell you, folks, pina colada is one of my favorite drinks.
Mine too.
I've tried them like almost everywhere I've went,
Yep.
and this was the best pina colada I have ever had.
Yes, I will second that. It was so good. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah, and we told ourselves we were going to go back and get a full glass
Yes.
before we got back on the ship, but we did not make it back.
No, we did not. And to this day, we regret that.
Exactly. We had got so overheated, guys, that we just wanted to get out of the heat and back on the ship
Yes.
and take a shower and cool down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did not walk back and get a pina colada, but now I wish that we had.
Yeah. Same.
We also sampled one of their rums while we were there. They will let you sample anything that they have. So if you go in, you can sample whatever. And we tried the glazed smoked pineapple rum. Sounds like, but let me tell you, this is the only rum I've ever had that didn't burn
Yep.
when you sipped it. And it was so delicious and
was-
smooth.
It was wonderful. I could have probably sipped on that out of a glass without mixing it with any.
The most delicious, smooth rum I have ever tasted. There was no burn whatsoever. And I'm kicking myself now that I didn't buy a bottle of it and bring it home.
Yep, I agree. I'm actually not a rum person at all, but it was really good.
Hey, so our next stop was Grand Turk.
Yep.
So for Grand Turk, we did not get off the ship this time because we have been there before. And after being overheated in Key West the day before, we we just wanted a day of rest and relaxation and not be in the heat. So we decided to do a spa day on the ship.
Which was awesome. We had spa passes because we had a spa room. So we went down and did all the steam rooms, and the Thalasso pool is magical. One I wouldn't give to have those. So yeah, we soaked out all our ackies. Last time we were at Grand Turk, we actually rented a golf cart and were all over the island. Then we literally went everywhere. Is that where we went to the grocery store too?
That
Yeah,
was Aruba.
yeah, that was a route. But yeah, well, we had seen Grand Turk pretty well.
If you are going to Grand Turk, that is what my recommendation to you would be. Rent a
Yeah,
golf cart. It's not that expensive for the golf cart for the whole day. You have it for the whole day. The island is so small that you can literally drive everywhere and see
yeah,
everything in the golf cart.
yeah, from one end to the other.
Yeah,
So,
and that's what we had done before. We went all the way to the tip where the lighthouse is.
yep.
Sissy got to feed the donkey, so she was so happy. Then we found a really cool beach hidden away. So there was like nobody there.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had the
no,
whole beach to ourselves. It was really nice. There's
awesome.
several beautiful beaches on Grand Turk.
Yeah,
You can just drive around to each one if you have a golf cart. And then Grand Turk also has the other thing that most people do at Grand Turk is Margaritaville in the port. So if that's your thing, then you can get off and go to Margaritaville in the port. Also, if you don't want to rent a golf cart and you want to go to the beach, Grand Turk, the beach is literally right there at the end of the pier. There's a
yeah,
beach on each side at the end of the pier. So you can just literally walk down to the end of the pier and go to the beach right there. And they do have free chairs and umbrellas. They also have the ones that you pay for, but there is a section there that is free.
right. And a lot of people were doing it too.
Yeah,
The beaches were awesome. I loved
yeah.
it.
Grand Turk is very beautiful. It's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, for sure.
If we had not been overheated from the day before, then we
Mm,
definitely would have been
no,
off in Grand Turk.
yeah, we would have.
Our next stop was a place that Sissy and I have been dying to go to forever now, and that is San Juan.
Yeah,
Been on our bucket list forever, so now we have checked that off. I'm actually ready to go back again because there was plenty that we didn't get to see and do.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I will have to say San Juan is walkable. However, just be forewarned that mostly everything is uphill.
Yes,
So when you're walking, it's all uphill and it's cobblestone streets. So you make sure you have good footwear
yes,
so you don't fall down.
right. Just think if it's wet. You don't want to go
Yeah,
up there in flip flops. You will get hurt.
exactly.
Yes,
And
it'll look gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
I love San Juan. The only thing I did not like about San Juan is when we first got off the ship, I messed up and we were going to go to the chocolate bar that they have there. And I didn't realize how far it actually was. Like it said 1 mile on the app, right? But then when we got there and started walking, it actually was going to be further than that. And we were walking along the seawall, I guess what you would call it, against the water. And we were getting swarmed by these nasty little bugs. I don't know what kind they were, but they were nasty and swarming big time.
And we were sweaty. So they were literally sticking to you in your hair everywhere. So bad.
Yeah, I literally got one in my eye
Yes.
and freaked me out. And it took forever, but we were finally able to get the darn bug out of my eye.
In hindsight, we should have just poured water in her. I didn't think of that at the time, but yeah. So yeah, if you get
Exactly.
a bug in your eye, don't try to dig it out. Get your water bottle out.
Yeah, I should have thought of that as well, but we didn't.
No.
And there were, when we were in port, there were several places that were closed due to water issues. So some of the places that we wanted to go try food wise were shut down because of the water issues. We definitely want to go back
Yeah.
and finish our little food tour that we didn't get to finish.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a couple of places we really wanted to try weren't open, but we did find a fabulous restaurant to eat at.
Exactly. The restaurant that we ended up going to is called De Verdura. It is authentic local cuisine. It's run by locals and only locals eat there. Other than us, there was only one other group at a table that you could tell were outsiders and not locals.
Right.
Everybody else in there was all locals. And the menu is all in Spanish,
Yeah.
no English, and no pictures or anything. So you
Nope.
can't just look at a picture and pick from that either. Sissy is usually not adventurous when it comes to food. Like she's a foodie, but she's not adventurous with trying foods.
Weird stuff like bugs and that kind of stuff. You'll eat that. Mm. Yeah.
Well, just food that she doesn't know what it is either. And so we ended up ordering the sampler platter at
And
the
we can read
place
that.
because I had seen online that's what everybody was recommending if you go there to try the sampler platter because it gives you a little bit of everything they have on the menu. And so that's what we did. And some of the things we didn't know what they were, but we
Nope.
tried them anyway. And everything on the platter was fabulous,
Off
with
the
the
chart.
exception of the blood sausage. I didn't like that. I did try it though, people, but I didn't like it.
Well, I had it before, so I was like, no, I'm not even trying that. I know what it tastes like. No, I don't. There was that. Yeah,
But you
she knew.
tried other stuff that you hadn't.
I ate everything else on that platter.
Yeah.
It was all so good. I kept thinking, oh, I wonder what I'm eating. You know what? I don't even care. It's so delicious. I'm just going to eat it.
Yeah. And we almost cleaned that whole platter too.
Yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
did. We did. They were so pleased with us. When she came and brought us our check, we were getting up to leave, and she looked at us and she goes, you made a good decision to come here. She said, only locals eat here, nobody else. We were like, well, I can see why. The food was fabulous. Everybody in there was just really nice people, and yeah, it was a good experience.
Yeah. And it was good, fast service too. It didn't
Yeah,
take long for us to get our food at all. And
no,
it's a little small place. So it was packed when we got there. There was literally one table open.
yep.
So we were lucky we got a table without having to wait.
It must be packed often because there was a sign on the door that said, wait outside for your table and we'll come and get you. So, because it's so small, I'm sure they get a big line of people. They can't accommodate that line inside. So they have to line up outside and wait. We were lucky. We got right in, kept the last table, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
Food was
exactly.
fabulous.
Yes, and they had my favorite plantains. I was enjoying that. I love plantains. They're my favorites.
They had them two ways on the platter. So
Mhm.
Shannon's favorite are the glazed plantains, which I had never had them that way before. Pretty darn good. If you like sweet potatoes, you would love these too. I thought those were yummy. And then they had a smashed fried one that was just end of this world.
Yeah, it was crispy,
Yeah.
really good. Hmm.
They had some kind of sauce on the table. I don't even know what it was. I called it yum yum sauce. It was so good.
Yeah, she could literally drink just that sauce by itself.
Yes.
That's how much she liked it, everybody.
It went on everything.
Exactly.
They loved it. They loved that we ate all of our food and that we were laughing and enjoying and talking about how good it was. Told her we were in there. Our little waitress was just kind of keeping an eye on us. And every now and then I'd see her just kind of smile. So I think they enjoyed that we loved the experience food.
Hmm. Yeah, I do too. And then, actually, before we went and had our lunch at Di Verdura, we were so hot and sweaty, and we needed something to cool down. So, as we're walking down one of the streets, I don't even remember which street it was on, but we saw a sign for the paletas. And that was one of the things on my list that I wanted to try was the paleta because I've never had one. So the place was called the Paleta Bar, and we went in there and each got a paleta. I got what was it, Sissy? The limeade,
Yeah, it's very
strawberry,
limeade. Very
cherry
limeade.
limeade. Yeah, cherry limeade, and they drizzled chocolate sauce over it. And oh my God, it was to die for.
I got like a strawberry banana. So in mine at the bottom, I actually had a banana slice on each side. It's really cool. Like, I've never had a popsicle like this before. It was like somebody took a smoothie and froze it, but made it really creamy at the same time. They were delicious. Why don't we have those here? Really?
Well, certain places do have them. Like here in Houston, I have plenty of places where I live that have paletas that you can get
Oh,
them. I've
really?
just never went and tried one.
Oh,
So
well.
I'm sure, like in your part of the country, they probably don't have them.
And
But we have a large Hispanic population here,
yeah,
and that's what it is. It's a gourmet Mexican
yeah,
popsicle, is
yeah,
what a paleta is.
it was fat. It was,
So then we had our lunch, and then after lunch, we went for dessert at Anita's Gelato.
oh, God. You got to check this place out. I mean, it's like a whole double row of gelato flavors. And you can't make up your mind. It takes a minute. But it's okay. They'll give you a sample. They're like, here it is. But yeah.
And you can also be like us, and you can get 4 flavors, or did we get 5?
No, it's 4.
Okay. Yeah, you can get 4 different flavors in your cup. And that is what we get.
I was 11 well, but it was so worth it. Oh my God. We were so full when we got done.
Yeah,
So,
we were so full. We really needed somebody to roll us back to the
yeah.
cruise ship.
It was good we had to walk back. I'm telling you, we walked it off.
I have to say, I think that's the best gelato that I've ever had was
Oh, hands down.
there at
Absolutely.
Anita's. Yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely. Me too.
Then, as we were making our way back to the cruise ship, we stumbled upon Pigeon Park and had to stop there for a minute and take a video and a few pictures for our other sister, Kristen.
Love for her. Not.
Yes, Kristen does not like birds, and we had to get some pictures and send to her that we were at Pigeon Park.
But it was great though. There were people in there and the birds were landing on them and
No, I'm not
like
going to
that
do
kind of
that
thing.
because that's nasty, but
Yeah. No,
I'm okay to stand outside and take some pictures of the birds, but
yeah.
I'm not going to go in and let them things land on me. No.
Yeah. We checked it out from afar.
Exactly. Yeah. After San Juan, the next stop was St. Thomas, and we actually booked a catamaran for St. Thomas. That's something that we had never done before, never did a catamaran. And so we were super excited about that. We booked through Carnival. So it was a Carnival excursion. And the catamaran took us from St. Thomas over to St. John at Honeymoon Beach.
Yep. Aptly named, guys. Sand just like white powder. You could see in the water, you could see all the way to the bottom.
Hmm.
It was incredible. I saw fish swimming, long white ones with these white things on them. I don't know what they were, but they were cool. And Shannon Boss, he took.
Yes, another bucket list item. I have wanted to see sea turtle in the wild. And so I got to check that off my list because it was a catamaran slash snorkeling. And so we snorkeled there off of Honeymoon Beach, and that's where I got to see the sea turtle. And I also saw a sea snake, which was really cool. And yes, like Ann said, the beach was absolutely gorgeous. I think
Yeah.
it's one of the prettiest beaches I have ever been to. I definitely would love to go back and spend some more time there. It was great.
Sure, they have like an all inclusive or something. I'll have to look at that.
On St. John,
Yeah.
no, but they have hotels, but they don't have an all inclusive. So the catamaran, our captain was phenomenal. He was
Yep.
so hilarious.
What?
Our captain and one of the crewmen were both Samoan, and they were so much fun. A lot of
They,
fun. Yeah, they made sure that we all had a good time. Going over to the island from St. Thomas to St. John, of course, the music's pumping,
yep.
people are dancing and singing. And yes, Anne was standing up on the catamaran, kind of like at the back beside where the captain is. And yes, she was up there. She looked like Titanic up there standing on the bow and doing her little dance with the music. She tries to say she wasn't dancing, but she was. Her and this other girl that was standing with her, they were dancing.
I love both. I'm a water person. So yeah, boats are my jam.
Yeah, and then we also on the way we got to see the house where Charlie's Angels was filmed.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, and I took a picture of that. That was really cool to see that. It was a really good day. Oh, we had one as we're getting into the trucks to take us to the harbor where the catamarans were from the port to the harbor. We noticed this one guy kind of looked confused, but he went with us. We get to the marina, the harbor, and this guy finds out that he got on the wrong truck and was in the wrong group. He was not supposed to do catamaran. He was supposed to go
Carousel.
parasailing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but at that point it was too late. So he had no choice but to come along in our group and be with us. We did feel bad for the gentleman because apparently he had some issues and he was not able to actually get into the water and enjoy anything like that. So, hence why he didn't book that type of excursion. But the crew and everybody else tried to make sure that he had a good time.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that was really good.
Yeah. It's nice on the way back too. First of all, we had never snorkeled before, so that was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. It took a little bit to figure it out, but we got it.
Yeah. And then Anne forgot that when you're snorkeling, you're in pairs. So that if somebody gets in trouble, you're right there, your partner's right there to help you or to tell somebody or whatever. Yeah. I'm out there snorkeling away. And I was going to where they said the sea turtle was, and I thought Anne was right behind me. And no, I get out there after I see the sea turtle and I look up and I'm all alone.
There's some other people out there.
But my partner was not out there
Yeah.
with me.
Well,
And
it
I
might,
was out beyond the buoy, which you're
yeah, it
not
might
supposed
have
to
been,
go.
it might have been I was snorkeling. I didn't even know that you swam off by yourself.
So yeah, when I realized that I'm way out there further than I'm supposed to be out, and my partner was nowhere to be found. And of course, as you guys know, I wear glasses, and I am literally blind without my glasses.
Yeah.
I'm
True.
not joking. 100% blind without my glasses. And
Absolutely.
snorkeling, you don't have your glasses. So I'm out there way out in the middle of wherever, blind as a bat because I can't see because I don't have glasses. And I'm trying to look and figure out where the hell am I supposed to go and where's my sister at?
But really bad.
And all I see is blurry, and some green. So I know where the green is, that's the beach. So I just start swimming toward the green.
In my defense, I'm like snorkeling, right? Checking out the bottom, water and everything. And I get done and I look up and she's like out there. I mean, way out there. At this point, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. Little boy, I'm tired. Watch her from afar. There's people out there. She'll be okay.
And it took me a while, but I finally made it back to
You
shore.
did make it there. I will say on Honeymoon Beach, the part that we were on, where they pulled the catamarans in at, when you go to get out of the water, you're walking, and then all of a sudden, there's this big hump of sand. You gotta climb over it and hope you don't fall back down. Get over that. Once you get to the top of it, you just kind of drop off, I don't know, about 8 inches to a foot, just boom. And then you can walk out. Well, every time I got out, when I would get to that hump, I start climbing up and I would just like face plant. And I would have been embarrassed, but I was not the only person doing it. I got out one time after face planting the first time. I was a little bit embarrassed and walked up to our towel, and these ladies that were sitting there were like, yeah, that happened to us too. So I'm getting around it. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So, needless to say, we had a great time in St. Thomas.
We,
After the catamaran, they drop you back off at the port, and we did a little shopping in the port before we got back on the ship. Oh, on the trip back to the port, we're in the open air truck. That's what they transport you around in, is these open air trucks. I was wearing my pink baseball cap, right? The whole time I had been holding it, so it wouldn't blow off. And my arm got tired, and it felt like it was pretty secure. It didn't feel like it was moving or anything. So I'm like, okay, it'll be fine to take my arm down. Yeah, no, as soon as I took my arm down, boom, there it goes off my head. The lady behind me tried to catch it, but couldn't. And yeah, off it went down the road.
yes, but he got a cute pink hat.
Yeah, so I lost my cute pink hat, but that's okay because while we were shopping in the portrait, I found another one and just bought me a new pink cap. So I have a new one now.
Yes, same. I love St. Thomas. That would be a destination I would go back to for sure.
Yeah, I would go back to St. Thomas. Then after St. Thomas was St. Kitts.
Yep.
I will have to say, folks, before we talk about St. Kitts, St. Thomas on the catamaran, we sunscreened up big time before we went on the boat, okay? And I re-sunscreened several times because I did not want to burn. And yeah, we ended up pretty burnt. Thank God it turned and we didn't peel or anything. But yeah, we were both really sunburned. I mean, bad.
Yeah, like we can't get out in the sun today.
Yeah. So for St. Kitts, again, we did not get off the ship because we were badly sunburned and did not want to get back out in the sun again. So we did another spa day on the ship. Now, I will say we took pictures and everything of St. Kitts from the ship. There is no close beach at St. Kitts, so you have to take a taxi or some other form of transportation to get to a beach there. The pier is very long, so you have a long walk down the pier just to get into the port.
Yep.
But it was very beautiful.
It was. It was really pretty.
It was very beautiful, very pretty, basically similar to St. Thomas as far as what it looked like and everything. But yeah, we did not want to be in that heat again, being sunburned. We did a spa day and just
Yep.
chilled in the spa, which the spa in the Dream, I have to say, is amazing.
It is.
The steam rooms are awesome.
Yep.
The Lasso pool is amazing. Like Sissy said, you lay in there and work out all your kinks. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I highly recommend the spa in the Dream.
Yeah.
Also, one of the things that we got, I guess because we were in the spa room, you get the scrub kit. Is that what it is, Sissy?
Yeah. When you're in the spa room, you get a scrub kit, free scrub kit.
Yeah, so when you go to the spa for the first time, ask them for your free scrub kit if you're in one of the spa rooms, and you get a free scrub kit. And I had never used one of those before, but we got ours, and I didn't use it on the ship. I brought it home with me, and I have been using that ever since. I only got a little bit left, so I'm trying to, really ration it out because that stuff is amazing.
Yeah. It is really good.
Absolutely amazing. I love it. My skin feels so good.
Thaw.
It's so soft. Yeah, I love it. I need to get some more of that.
Yeah. It's worse scruffy.
Yeah, some more scrubby.
I wonder if it's Elemis products because all of their products are Elemis.
Yeah, I wonder that too. Need to find that out because I need to get me some more because I really love it. And I had to threaten my husband because let me tell you, I don't know about other people's husbands, but my husband,
Like a girl, man.
he is like a girl. He loves all the girly products. And if I have girly products in the shower, he will get in there and use my girly
Yeah.
product.
Yep.
And then
Whatever
I don't have any left.
shower steamers, anything she's got, he will
Yeah. Any,
latch
any,
onto that stuff.
yeah, any of that stuff he uses, loves it. And so, yeah, I had to threaten him, do not touch my salt scrub stuff because I have just a little bit of it and I need to make it last. I'm not sharing.
Love it.
So after St. Kitts, we went to St. Martin.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, St. Martin is a divided island. There's two sides. One side is the Dutch side, and the other side is the French side. We were on the Dutch side. Where you port at, you actually have to take either a cab or the water taxi to get to the town. You can't walk to the town. You have to take a cab or a water taxi to get to the town. We took the water taxi over to the town, which was only just a few dollars for a round trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cheap for the water taxi and a lot of fun. Didn't take that long at all to get over there. And the Dutch side, the town is called Philipsburg, and that's where we were. And there's a huge boardwalk all the way down in front of the beach there in Philipsburg.
They've got different restaurants, little shop. You'll see a windmill there. And that's kind of where we migrated to was the windmill. To see more about it. It was fabulous.
Exactly. So if you're wanting just to go have a beach day at St. Martin, if you go to Philipsburg, the town, the boardwalk is there's beach all the way down the boardwalk. It's free to go to the beach there. It costs you if you want to rent a chair, obviously. And there's plenty of spots all the way down that's
Lots
offering
of
chair
chairs and
rentals.
umbrellas.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have that option. But yeah, like Sissy said, along the boardwalk, there's all the shops, there's bars, restaurants. I mean, anything you can think of is right there on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
We made our way down to the windmill, like he said, because one of the people I follow on YouTube had been to this bar and did a review on it, and it was amazing. So I wanted to check it out, and we were hungry and ready for something to eat and drink. The bar is called Dutch Blonde Beach Bar.
Yeah.
That's where we went to. And the owner, his name is Sunil. He is amazing. And look for a future episode because he will be joining us on a future episode to tell everyone
Yeah.
his story. He has an amazing story of how he started his business.
Yeah.
He has his own distillery and he does give tours for his distillery, but he also has this bar and grill. So we camped out there for a little while, got out of the heat, and had some amazing food. Tell them what we got, Sissy.
I just can't forget the beer there.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best. We got his tacos. It's a specialty that he makes. And I'm telling you, like you go over some of those, right? It's so good. Everything was in the taco. It was toothpicked. I don't know if they pan fried it, deep fried it at that point. I think they pan fried it, maybe. But it was melt in your mouth, delicious. So good, guys. So yeah, if you go and you like tacos, got some pretty amazing ones.
We got the variety, and there were 4 tacos. We each had 2.
Yep.
I got the fish taco and the shrimp taco. That fish taco was the best I've ever had. The fish, it was white fish. It was so flaky. I mean, it was melt in your mouth good. I enjoyed the shrimp as well, but that fish one, I could have ate 2 or 3 more of those fish tacos. I'm not going to lie.
We're surprised we didn't. I got the beef one and chicken or pork.
I think it was pork.
I think it was pork.
Yeah.
Well, the meat was just not tender. I mean, and the really good seasoning, flavoring in the tacos. Yeah. I would love to have that recipe.
And the other thing that they're known for there and that he does fabulous is the Dutch pancakes.
Yes.
And we got one of those for our quote unquote dessert.
Right.
It had strawberries and bananas
and blueberries
in it. And it was fabulous, guys.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
It was very, very good. And one is ginormous. So literally
4 people can split that.
Yeah, 4 people can eat off of one.
Well, we didn't even finish it, I don't think.
Yes, I finished it.
They did. It's a super heavy filling pancake, so just...
Yeah. As Anne mentioned, the beer, he makes his own beer because he has his own distillery. And his beer, the Dutch Blonde, which is what the bar is named after, is an award-winning beer. Mm-hmm. So we obviously had to try one. Now, I will preface with saying that I am not a huge beer drinker. Yes, I will drink beer on occasion, okay? But it's not my favorite thing. It's just me, I'd rather have wine or a mixed drink or something versus beer. But I could not stop drinking that beer. Like, I had 4 pints, y'all. That's how good it was.
We're feeling pretty good when we left there.
But that's how good this beer was. I wasn't sure what it was going to taste like. It's called Dutch Blonde, so I wasn't sure what it was going to taste like. But when he brought it to us, it had an orange on it. And I was like, oh my God, that's just like, what's the name of the beer, Sissy?
Blue Moon.
Yeah, Blue Moon. I said, oh my God, it's like Blue Moon. And he said to us, yes, exactly. He said, I took basically what a Blue Moon is and elevated it. And he did too, because the Blue Moon, the only thing I hate about it is that it has that little aftertaste at the end.
Yep, I
Other than
agree.
that, I love a Blue Moon.
A bitter
This,
finish, I think.
yeah, but this, by his elevation, he has removed that aftertaste. So you
Mhm.
do not get that little bitter aftertaste at the end.
It's also a much lighter beer too.
Yeah, it was a little
Blue
bit
Moon
like,
is heavy, yeah, heavy beer to me. This is really light, like maybe a Pils or something. It's really good.
yeah. He also does a dark ale beer as well. And I said I'm not a beer person, but I will have to say the beer that I love is a Guinness. It is my all-time favorite, probably because I'm Irish, so, you know. But anytime Sissy and I go to an Irish pub, I have to get a Guinness, and
Yep.
that's my thing. So when I saw that he had a dark ale on the menu, I had to try one of those after having 3 of the Dutch blondes. Oh my God, I was shocked. The dark ale that he has, I would have to say it was better than a Guinness.
Yeah, it was the smoothest dark beer I've ever tried. I had a drink of Shannon, and I was pretty shocked how smooth it was. It was really
Yeah,
good.
it's
I
it
don't care for
wasn't
dark beer, so
it wasn't bitter at all,
no.
and you could really taste the chocolate in it.
Mhm.
The chocolate
Yes.
really came through.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Yes, it was.
You
It was
take a drink, you just get a little pop of that chocolate note for a minute, then it'd be gone. And you'd be like, story.
Yep, exactly. Oh my God. And now I'm ready to go back. I need a beer now.
Right?
Can we call Sunil and tell him to send us some beers
Yeah.
over?
Yeah. Ship us a couple cases. I wonder if we could do that.
I don't know.
That's Virgin Islands, right?
Yeah, it is. So pretty sure you probably could. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys visit St. Martin and you're on the boardwalk, stop in at the Dutch Blonde Beach Bar.
Yeah.
Let them know Shannon and Ann sent you. Yeah, try out his fabulous beer and his food. Really good.
And yeah, all of it is just, it was outstanding. Really, really good. We were lucky when we got there because they weren't real busy yet. So we got there kind of early, right?
Mhm.
And so we were lucky because we had about 30 minutes to check out. He told us a lot about it. So it was really interesting. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. We have a friend for life now in St. Martin. So
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, yeah, stay tuned because he's very interested in being on the show. Let's share his story with you guys.
yeah,
It's,
and yeah, I think you will too. His story was really touched my heart. It was a fabulous story. So
yeah, he really was.
our last stop, which wasn't supposed to be our last stop, but because of Storm Melissa, we obviously were couldn't go to Jamaica. Our hearts and thoughts and prayers went out to everyone in Jamaica. I was so fearful and worried for them and praying for them the whole time. So our last stop then became St. Croix, and we once again did not get off the ship at that port. We did another spa day, but I'm actually glad that we didn't get off the ship in that port.
Yep.
The people, the friends that we had made on the ship that actually got off in the port and came back on were telling us, be glad you didn't get off. You
Yeah.
really didn't miss anything. It really wasn't all that good. It was very underwhelming. There was a beach that's close right there at the port that you could walk to from the port, I should say, but the water was not pretty at all.
No, it was murky looking.
Yeah. And so I wouldn't have wanted to get in that water because I'm not big on getting in the ocean anyway, unless it's clear water where I can really see stuff. If not, I have no desire to get in there. I don't want to make friends with Jaws.
You'll tell that we really like ship days. I mean, we were report. Sometimes we just stay on the ship and do spa day or
Yeah,
chill. Or
just hang out and chill, and yeah,
sometimes we just take over the pool because there's nobody on board. And
exactly.
everything to yourself. It's easy to go eat.
We had to split this episode into 2 parts, so please tune into the next episode for the continuation of our review of our 14-day cruise aboard Carnival Dream. Thanks for joining me today on Travel Time Stories with Shannon. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with someone who might need a reminder that they aren't alone in their journey of love, loss, and healing. Until next time, keep making memories for life.